Alright guys, here in round 1, and definitely keeping this hand. This looks like right where we want to be. The question is, do we open with the Sovereign or the Predatory Sliver? I'm going to say the Sliver because we have two more, and we just have so many other slivers that we could get that would definitely be relevant in this situation. Wait, did he want to play last? Is that right? Okay. Now that's actually kind of fascinating to me. You don't see that as often in this format. Mostly because this core set's turned out to be relatively fast. 2 drops and 3 drops are still very important. So we'll open with a Predatory Sliver. And if he does not play a creature, this would be a good time for the Sovereign. Could have Shock, I guess, but we'll see. Alright. So we're doing the Sovereign just because his first creature then is turned off, which is a free 4 damage for us. Or at least a removal spell that wants to hit the Imposing Sovereign. So we have an interesting choice here. Could play the Trollhide, get in for 6, and that would let him draw. I think our wisest move is to play the Griffin Sentinel and swing for 4. It does open us up for maybe a Chandra's Outrage and then get in with the Scroll Thief, but then he's tapped out and we get in for another 4 damage, and we get a chance to do the Trollhide then, so... otherwise, I could play the Griffin Sentinel, just swing Sovereign, and keep back Sliver and Sentinel. I'm not sure if I like that as much. The 2 damage here, we're fairly aggressive. So I think the best plan is Griffin Sentinel, swing for 4, and force the removal on the Griffin Sentinel. Could also have Shiv's Embrace or something, which would be quite good, but we'll figure it out. The nice thing about Trollhide next turn is it's going to at least force a bounce spell out of him, because we'll have the mana to regen as well. Alright. So 4 mana up, and he's staying back now. I don't feel like troll hiding here. It looks like a good opportunity for him to 2-for-1 us. So I think what the plan is, we are going to swing Griffin Sentinel. And then we're going to drop the Hive Stirrings. Okay. Also, not the end of the world. Once he's tapped out, I'll feel a lot better about dropping that Trollhide. Until then, I'm pretty comfortable just playing some relevant creatures. I don't have a means to double pump him yet, but I guess I am only 1 land away. I think Giant Spider just makes better use of the mana though, so let's play that. Let's see what his 6-drop is. Jace's Mindseeker, that is a pretty strong one. He hit Celestial Flare, which won't do anything. Okay, so technically pretty much a miss, which is pretty acceptable. Okay, so get the opportunity to Trollhide here. Which means pretty good opportunity to swing in with these 3. I guess he can leave back the Mindseeker now to block the Sentinel, but it's probably okay. I'm going to leave the mana up to regen. Divination. Well, that was pretty much the best, besides Disperse, that he could have here. So now my attack looks just much worse. So now I'm actually in a pretty bad place, unfortunately. Didn't attack with the Scroll Thief, which is tremendously confusing. I would have at least attacked with the Scroll Thief, since it would have either netted him a card, and I'm down an attacker. So, all right, well, that's pretty good. Could have Shock, but I don't think I'm in any position to really play around it. I think we're going to try and get in here and see if he's got the Shock. Now, I guess it makes more sense to swing with these two. All right. Pretty good trade for us. We didn't end up getting a Naturalize or a Solemn Offering. I had a couple opportunities to do it, but did not. So Claustrophobia is going to be very good against us, unless we can. I wonder if he's close to death here. Yeah, he's pretty close to death. So I think we're probably just going to swing everything. He'll block the Sovereign and take 2, 4, 6, or 5. So I guess swinging with the Sovereign may be a little less good. I still want to be able to turn off his... Okay, so I swing, let's say I swing with these 3. I guess he'll block the Knight. Ugh. I really wish I had a better attack this turn. I admit grabbing some plummets would have seemed just infinitely more relevant in this match, since we've just seen 2 rare, extremely fat flyers. I guess just Sliver and Giant Spider is probably in order. And then take him to 5. And maybe kill him with a Giant Growth eventually? Is that the game plan? Okay. He's currently at 5. Now I gotta think. Okay. So he blocks my 2 biggest guys, which would be, and then we just hope he doesn't have any removal at all. Might have to go for it. Let's see. If I were to Troll Hide the Capation Knight, he blocks that and a 2-power guy, and he still takes lethal, so I think that splits up the damage the best. Probably still doing it on the Griffin Sentinel, I guess, makes the most sense. Maybe not necessarily. Well, it survives shock, so I guess that makes more sense. So he blocks that, blocks a spider, and takes 5. Yeah, all right. Let's do it on the Sentinel then. Okay. Conceded, didn't even leave us any room for our imagination there. Alright, so we don't have any plummets, unfortunately. Celestial Flare looks infinitely better now. So I think we're going to bring in that second one. And Trollhide looks a little bit worse now, although it did win us the game there. Just getting rid of the claustrophobia was just too annoying, I think. Show Valor, I feel like, could still be relevant. Probably has burn, so having an out to it is nice. Let's take out the Trollhides in this match. I'm just a little less interested with the claustrophobia hanging around and me only having one hexproof creature. Yeah, I guess this is fine. I could go up one planes too. We only saw one that game, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let's put one more planes in. Okay. Yeah, let's run it like this. Is he going to play last again? Choose to play first this time. Okay. Definitely keeping that. We get to go Sentinel Sliver into Predatory Sliver, which is quite good. And Witch Stalker, also an option, I guess, that maybe I should consider since he can just start playing blue spells. Scroll Thief. Alright. So play the Predatory, swing for 3. This is nice too, we get to Giant Growth in a pinch. Next turn, likely playing the Witch Stalker. Seems like a good eventual enlarge target. Divination going on. Wow. Well, there you go. Okay. Looking pretty solid now. I guess that's it. All right, well, Sliver's got there. See you round 2.